Hi creators, my name is Allie. Today we're painting our emotions. Let's focus on sadness. With your hands at your heart space, drawing one palm over the other palm over the heart, begin to close your eyes, or if it feels more comfortable, you might just soften your gaze. Coming into an easy seated position, and notice your heart beating. Notice your breath flowing. And see what comes to mind with the emotion of sadness. What color will depict that sadness? And then let that be registered in your mind. Notice how that color really comes to be. And then with sadness, start to really honor, register this emotion. And from this place, you may begin to twinkle your eyes open if they were closed, come back. And we'll all take a big, alive breath together. Big breath in, big exhale. From this place, with any feeling within you, maybe a feeling of heaviness of the heart, again, let that be registered. And we'll take this into a creative activity. With the color that you have in mind, put that on a palette or a piece of paper, and then grab yourself a nice cup of water and also something to wash your paintbrushes off with. And some paintbrushes. Last but not least, make sure you have like a nice surface to paint on, like a canvas, stretched canvas, canvas paper, Bristol board, whatever is available to you. From this, I'm using stretch canvas, and I'll take a glob of the blue, using blue, 2 different colors of blue, and then a sandy color, a golden sandy color. Starting with this gorgeous blue here to my left, I'll put the paintbrush in water, blue on the paintbrush. And from this place, I'll start from the bottom of the page, just going side to side, nice and lightly, side to side. And as you paint side to side, just allow for the paintbrush to take on a life of its own. Maybe you add a little more water to it, a little more paint to it as you connect both sides, really filling up the bottom of your page, bottom of your canvas. Blue comes to mind in terms of sadness. When emoting, you might see that teardrops are in the color of blue. Like the ocean, like a pond, that blue color mirroring Mother Earth. And so from here, I'm just painting my emotion, painting the sadness. Instead of dismissing any feeling like sadness, instead I am just creating from it, letting something blossom from it. So why are we doing this? There is no goal here in mind, meaning there's no product in terms of a painting in mind. We have to paint a certain thing. No, right here, right now, we're just taking our emotions and using the paintbrush to help us honor, respect, see the emotion, visually see it. It's just going side to side. Eventually I'll use a little more water so that I get into a different tone of this color, side to side. Lets the color be thinner. And then I blend the two together. Before I know it, all of a sudden it looks like I'm painting an ocean. Just a little picture of an ocean, a snapshot of the ocean. I'll take my paintbrush in the other shade of blue and go side to side. And then blending into this color here. And as you go side to side, notice if you're holding your breath at all. Notice if you stop at all and what comes from just pausing from this. And I invite you in those moments, maybe when stress comes about, maybe when thoughts of the past or the future take over, to draw your hand back to your heart and breathe. A big, gigantic breath in, and a big, gigantic breath out. And then take the life of that breath back into your paintbrush. And you may even incorporate the breath with the painting. So breathing in, and just breathing out as you go side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. And all I'm doing is just doing some simple brushstrokes side to side, a connection of both sides. From here, I'll start to incorporate that water, making it become thinner. And as you can see, we had a moment where there was a lot of paint here, and then we came into a lighter sensation, a lot of paint, lighter sensation, a lot of paint, lighter sensation. And if you haven't heard me say this already, this can be a symbol of the human experience, the ebb and the flow of being human, the emotions that arise and flowing. As a Buddhist philosopher once said, this too shall pass. Okay. Last but not least, we can take this sandy color, so wiping off all the blue on your paper towel, sandy color to the end of your canvas, and then just go side to side. I'll take some white so that I can blend it in a little bit better. And breathe. So now you've taken the color that to you represented sadness. You've received your own sadness. And in a way, it's a nice way to register, I support you in this feeling you're having. You support yourself in this feeling that you're having. And then taking it to the next level, you put it on something. You put it on a canvas. You really took ownership of this emotion. And after, you started to create something unique, something special. To me, just by combining these different shades of blue and then this beautiful sand golden yellow color, it looks to me like, again, an ocean. Very interpretive way of expressing the ocean. Putting it on this side now. Okay, let's draw our hands back to our heart space. And just note that this is a process. We're not creating any sort of, we're not having any sort of goal-oriented sensation in mind. It's an exercise to receive the emotion that you have and work from that place. And now just imagine that you're surrendering that emotion to the space around you. And it's the space around you is receiving that emotion. The canvas, the materials, the pores of the canvas are receiving that emotion. And then just breathe. Take one big breath in with me. And then sigh it out. Release, 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 shed, 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 let go. Start to twinkle your eyes open. You can take this, put it on the wall, give it to a friend, share it with a family member, or maybe you just keep it in a section where only you can see it, and it's just a moment in time for you. Moment in time. Nice little reminder. This too shall pass. All right. So receiving the evolution of changes and working from there. Thank you for creating with me, and I hope to create with you again. Bye, everyone.